Helen Mary Barr has struggled with her mental health ever since she can remember. But it was only when she was coming up to 40 years old in 2006 that she was finally diagnosed with bipolar disorder.
I think I was quite a difficult child. Now we know what was causing it. Apparently I never slept, didn't stop talking. When it got to being about 12 years old, I began experiencing psychotic episodes, seeing things at night terrors, but also seeing things during the day that were terrifying to me. I saw my first psychiatrist when I was 12 years old, and they wanted me to go into the adolescent unit of what I think was then Clifton Hospital, but my parents refused to let that happen. They felt that I would be institutionalised, but also they didn't believe there was anything wrong, and I suppose why would they, you know. So from then on I started really going downhill. So eventually I was picked up again by the psychiatric team, and from then on I've been on medication all my life, apart from a number of times when I've tried really hard to go without it and ended up doing some really stupid things as a result of that. So I've been an inpatient, I've been under the crisis team, I've written about my situation, done a lot of art therapy, and now I'm here on a lot of medication, 3 antipsychotics at the highest point they can be on, but I'm determined that it won't affect the rest of my life.
The condition for Helen can be destructive and dangerous.
I'd gone to, it was like a fair, and there were lots of magazines at this fair, and the magazines were all based around social activism and things. So I got some of these magazines, but the paranoia, which is the worst thing for me, began, and I started to think that I was on a hit list from a terrorist organisation, and I blocked up the letterbox so that the post couldn't get in, which, you know, it was important to me to do that. To be able to block it up, for me, felt like I was keeping that out. And the paranoia is probably the worst part of it. When I'm not well, I can't be sure that other people can't hear what's happening inside my head. When I can sort of say to you now, that's rubbish. But when that goes, that's what happens. You know, I do think that people can hear what I'm thinking. I get very, very afraid that I'm part of some sort of bigger, more dangerous organisation. It's just not good, and that can go on for months and months and months. All different ones. As soon as one paranoia has gone out the way and you've managed to felt that, another one immediately takes its place. It's like a void, so I have to learn how to deal with it, and the best way I've found so far is mindfulness.
The worst part of bipolar disorder for Helen is the mixed state, where she's got all the energy of the mania, but the thought process of depression.
There aren't really words to describe what a low is like. It's just like you don't want to die, but you don't want to live, you know, because you can't live. So unless something is changed, namely by seeing a doctor, and I've been fortunate to have doctors. Partly I think I'm fortunate because I have a counselling degree, so I have a foot in either camp, so I sort of know how to talk about it.
For Helen, having bipolar is part of who she is, and she wouldn't be any other way. Now she's managing the condition thanks to medication, her husband, and her mental health support team. And her new autobiography has played a big part in her therapy. Anna Riley, That's TV.